Just talk to us a little bit about your experience. Obviously, you were saying just a little bit there about your time here in Belfast.
Oh man, it's been wonderful, man. Ireland is beautiful, man. We went and did a little bit of scenic views. Man, it's beautiful here. Got nice rolling hills. Just the weather, man. It's a little bit cold for my taste. I'm from Houston, Texas, so man, it gets a lot colder here, man. I heard this ain't even y'all's like coldest that it gets. It's just y'all's fall weather, so couldn't even imagine come January and February for y'all. But it's been great, man. The people here are so nice, so welcoming, and just the history that y'all have in Belfast has been amazing to learn and learn a new culture and everything. It's been great, a great experience overall for sure.
And how have you managed to adjust to the times here?
I came out pretty early. I came out last Wednesday. I flew out, so been here a little bit over a week, about 9 or 10 days. So the first 3 or 4 days it was pretty hard. I was waking up at 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and then like the sun sets so like early here, like it sets at like 4:30. Like where I'm from, it sets like 7:30, 8. So not a lot of sunlight to deal with, and I was staying up till about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. So, but after those 4 or 5 days, man, really got to get used to it. Actually started getting some good sleep. So it ended up working out pretty well.
So you're happy to be here because I read something last week that obviously you're a big boxing fan. It's a big boxing card on tonight, and you were saying, look, I nearly didn't take the fight because I wanted to stay home and watch the fight. So you're happy to come here and get a massive win.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I'll be staying up late to try to catch that Kovalov and Wharf. But yeah, definitely glad to come out here and get the win, even though there was some things I might have been doing if I wasn't fighting. But definitely enjoy it. Anytime you can put money in your bank account, man, you're doing something good. So I enjoyed it.
2-0 now in the UFC. So talk a little bit about your win tonight.
Man, this kind of came out of nowhere for me. That's my first takedown I've ever. I don't even think I've done a takedown in jiu-jitsu or like wrestling class. I think that's my first takedown ever that I've actually tried, and it worked. And I don't even know why I did it. I was just kind of clenched against the cage, and I don't know. I don't even know if I was in my right mind, but went for the takedown, and then was going to work my jiu-jitsu, and then he stood up, and then we kind of scrambled against the cage. I thought I was going to take his back against the cage, but then he went for a takedown, and he kind of flopped, messed it up, and happened to get that rear naked in. Man, I was taken surprised by all of it. Really, it hasn't set in yet. It kind of blew my mind. I was hoping not to get another submission win, but I'll take a win however I can get it. I was hoping to come out here and display my boxing skills once again, but I guess that didn't happen. I guess you never know what's going to happen in a fight, even when you're fighting. So it's definitely crazy for me right now, standing here.
Were you surprised by the choke? It seemed like he was defending at the start. You switched to a shorthand grip. It seemed like maybe he'd give up after the hooks went in. Like he was fighting very hard up until a certain point, and then your choke just went on with ease.
I think because I think he knew it was as soon as I put the choke in, he kind of fought it right here, but the actual arm was still under his chin. And then I guess he kind of gave up on it. He knew the choke was kind of sunk in. That's what I got from it. And then I had, like you said, I had the overhead, and then I heard his corner, pull his hand down. So I immediately switched to the pull right there. But I think the choke was pretty much in the whole time. Is how I felt it. That's why I kept going for it. So.
But he almost went out as well because how he tapped was with the back of his hand. He didn't even tap you. He tapped the ground very kind of feebly. So he almost must have went out. Obviously must have been tight.
Oh yeah, it was definitely tight, and he's a very tough dude, man. He's fought some very tough people, so to come in here and get a win like that is very, very, very gratifying for myself. He's been in there with some big names, and was that the first time he had been submitted? I think that was the first time he had been submitted. Yeah. So, and I knew I know in the Czech Congo fight, man, I saw Czech Congo took him down a couple times, and then he popped right back up. So I was like, so even coming into the fight, I was like, don't even try to take. Well, I mean, I don't ever think about taking somebody down in general, but. I was like, dang, he has really good hits. He has really good takedown defense. Even though they do take him down, he pops right up. So coming into this fight, I didn't even dream of taking him down, much less submitting him. So, like I said, my mind is still blown by what transpired in there. So.
And your first fight could have been like fight of the night because it was a war. Your very first fight. Now here you are getting a submission. Do you think you'd be looking for a bonus or?
Man, I don't know, man. There's been some really good fights tonight. The first fight of the night, Rasak, I think his name was. I saw him fight in Legacy back in Dallas a couple months ago, and that knockout was pretty amazing. And then you got Cummings. He had a nice submission. So it'd be tough, I would definitely like that. But then you also got the main card coming, so you never know. Man, with the stat card, this was a really good card. I knew coming in it'd be hard to get the performance bonus, and especially a lot of the fights are very even. Even by the bookie standpoint, they were very even. So I mean, you never know. You hope and you pray, but you never know. You know what I mean?
And what's next for you? What would you like next?
Definitely UFC Houston. That's about the closest it gets to my hometown, Rocheron, Texas. I definitely like to fight there. It's funny because when I was fighting in the local shows, not many people really would come to my fights. But now since I've been in the UFC, everybody's like, oh, man, when you fighting in Houston? When you fighting in Houston? Well, shit, you wasn't coming watching my fight when I was fighting in the local shows, you know. But that's neither here or there. And hopefully I can get on that Houston card and everybody can come out and see me and, you know, finally maybe start getting some of the recognition I think I deserve. So.